Hi everyone, in this video we are going to talk about Gmail chat and spaces. But before I jump into the how to use this tool, I want to talk about three things you need to be aware of before you begin using chat or spaces. Number one, students do not have access to chat and spaces. While you may see their names pop up because they are part of our organization when you're typing a chat, they're not going to ever receive that chat or be able to participate in one. Secondly, this is an internal only communication. You are not going to be able to chat or exchange spaces with users outside of our organization. Thirdly, this is an informal way to communicate with your team members, perhaps teachers collaborating on lesson plans. It is not the district formal communication. So, email is still the district formal communication, and that's the way that you should be reaching out to a larger group of people. The other thing you need to understand is while this is an informal way to quickly communicate and collaborate with a coworker, it is still district communication, and all expectations for district communication still apply when you're working within chat and spaces. To get started, we are going to first take a look at how to toggle chat and spaces completely off. This is an option that you do have, and if you never want to use this feature, you can go ahead and do this right away. You're going to click the settings gear, select see all settings, choose chat and meet, and toggle it to off and select save changes. This is also where you can manage some of the other chat notification settings that you have available. Once we've done that, chat and spaces would completely disappear from the left-hand side. The other feature that has to do with chat and spaces is the active do not disturb or set as away. This feature is something that you can toggle on and off or add a status that has to do with your chats. So if you were trying to message someone that had do not disturb on, they would see that little icon next to that user's name. I can see right now that Leah Blaze is set as away. To start a chat with someone, you can type their name in the top, choose them from the frequent list below, or click to start a group conversation if you want to chat with more than one person. Once you've done that, a box will pop up and you can see that Leah Blaze is currently away. I do get that reminder that history is on and this is district communication, so being mindful of that as you are writing chats back and forth with your coworkers is really important. This works very similar to a text message. You would just type what you would like and hit the airplane to send your message. You can minimize this or pull it back up. You also have the ability to search the chat, view members, start a new chat, pin, turn on notifications, block, hide, or delete the conversation completely. You can see on the left-hand side, I have my recent chats here where I can pull them back up very quickly. This can be a great way to collaborate quickly with those coworkers. Perhaps you're social distancing after school and you want to quickly communicate with them while you are lesson planning. If you're doing that, you may actually find spaces of more use than a simple chat. Now, what are spaces? Spaces are chats, but with the added features of sharing files and creating tasks for different group members. You can create a space by selecting the plus sign and choosing create space. Do keep in mind that currently you are not able to delete spaces at all. So don't go crazy with creating a whole bunch of new spaces because you won't be able to delete them. That is a feature that Google hasn't enabled for our type of organization at this time. Once you have a space, you'll notice that I have a section for chat. I have the ability to add emojis, upload files, add things from Google Drive, create new documents on the fly, add video meetings, and schedule calendar events. Once I have that done, I click the airplane to send things to the rest of the group. You have a section completely where all of those files that you've shared will appear. And then you have a section where you can add spaced tasks, give them titles, give details, select a date and a time, and assign that to a specific person. This person can then check off things as they are complete, and they appear underneath the completed section once they are done. I'm going to select undo. That is the large part of what you can do with chat and spaces. Do keep in mind you also have that toggle feature down here where you can start meetings on the fly with other people from your inbox as well.